What's up everyone, this is Cherie. Welcome back to my YouTube space. Today we're going to do a splurge or steal, and we're going to do a bag. I haven't done a bag in a while, and boy do I have a good one. As you can see, this is a bag featuring Paco Rabanne, and it is one of his iconic 1969 reissued metal chain bags. So I have two of them in front of me. One is a real deal and one is a lookalike that I found on Amazon. And we're going to look in details how they are similar, how they are different, and whether or not you should splurge on the real Paco or you should go for the steal from the Amazon. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, before I start, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe, and you can get notifications for new videos that I'm dropping every week. And let's, without telling you which one, can you guys tell which one is the real Paco Rabanne and which one is the lookalike? Let's see. If you guess this one, you are correct. This is the real Paco Rabanne 1969 iconic chain bag, and it's quite heavy, and I'll tell you why in a little bit. Let me give you a little bit of history behind this bag. This bag is really popular right now, but it's actually been around for 50 years. So as you can tell by the name, it's originally made in 1969, and in 2019, Paco Rabanne relaunched and reissued the bag as a 50-year anniversary initiative. So that's why recently, because a lot of millennials, Y2Ks, they like the futuristic look and design of this bag, it is very popular right now. But it's actually been around for a long time, 50 years to be exact. It's longer than me. So it is beautiful, and you can see why it is so popular, because it's super sleek, very futuristic. It's unlike any other bags that you have seen on the market. It is made out of entirely metal. So that's why it's really, really heavy. It's made out of silver-plated brass. And look how nicely it just folds into itself. So the Parisian design house Paco Rabanne originally came up with the idea for this bag when he saw the steel metal apron that butchers used to wear. They're made out of chains all connected together. And of course, as the avant-garde brand it is, the designer thought, hey, why not make a bag out of this? So he made a bag made out of 200 and some number of diskettes, silver diskettes, individually chained together. And as a strap, he thought, you know what, I'm going to use the flush from the toilet. That's what the flush link looks like. So this bag is basically a very futuristic concept, almost knocking fun of fashion and making a little bit fun of itself. So this is why it has the signature toilet chain link as a strap and the butcher diskette apron as the bag's body. So the bag that I have right now is the mini, and the original bag is much bigger, and it's almost like a rectangular size, kind of like this big. And recently they also launched a nano, which is only this big. But today we're only going to review this mini 1969 bag versus the Amazon lookalike. So, judging from the look of it, it's very, very similar to the Paco Rabanne bag. But of course, you can tell the color is a little bit different. This is way shinier, and this has a little bit of yellowish hue, probably because of the metal that they used to create this bag. But right now, this is going to be very noisy, noisy video. I'm going to put it very close to the screen so you guys can see the difference. Alright, first off, right off the bat, I stacked them together. So you see the real Paco Rabanne is a little bit taller than the Amazon Find because each individual disket is much thicker. There's a lot more metal on each individual disket. That's why this is very thin. This is nice and smooth and heavy and thick. And of course, inside of the bag has the Paco Rabanne namesake, and this one has nothing. So by feeling the bag, you can see this is very, very heavy and sturdy. This feels cheap. And then secondly, we are looking at the chain strap. So these are also more plated with the metal versus these. I'm pretty certain these are the actual toilet chains themselves versus designed after the toilet chains. I mean, you can see these are really cheap. They're very thin and very small versus these chains. They are much bigger, thicker, and of course it has the Paco Rabanne icon versus pretty much nothing. So I'm sure if you go to any hardware store, you'll be able to find this. Okay, now let's look at the details. So inside of this real Paco Rabanne bag, there are 2 discs that you see has like a little prong on here. And it is connected to a ring welded onto the prong that holds up the bag. And connected to it is a chain. You can actually take it off. And it has the Paco Rabanne name on there. There we go. And similarly, on the other side, you have the disket with the prong and the ring. And this comes off. So the chain for the bag, the original bag, can come off. The Amazon Find, you can see, it's basically 2 cheap little metal rings, and it's connected to one of the thin disket. So it doesn't come off. You cannot take it off. You cannot take off the chain. Same thing on the other side. And it looks like this. It's connected together. So this is one of the biggest difference is that you can actually take this off versus it just, the bag is as is. So now I'm holding it up for you guys to see. It's actually pretty similar in terms of its length, but because of the density of the metal, this just feels a lot more thicker and also holds a better shape. This one, once you put it in, it kind of loses its shape, versus this, it just stays its exact same shape. So I'm going to put this on and you guys can see what it looks like on, and I'm also going to show you a couple of pictures that I have on with both of these bags, and you can tell me whether you can spot a difference from afar or it looks pretty much the same. Alright, so as for the pricing, the original 1969 full-size Paco Rabanne is $12.90 on their website, and this mini as well as the nano is $7.90 each. And this one I found on the Amazon for $45.90. I think currently it says not available, but I'm not sure if it's going to be back in stock or not. But there's quite a bit of a price difference between the two. Personally, I think if you love Paco Rabanne, you're a big fan of Paco Rabanne, this is something that you really should carry because it has such a rich history behind the bag and an interesting design story. And it's going to be one to be collected. It's not that expensive anyways, versus buying like a cheap knockoff. This, you know, it is 100% silver plated brass. It's not going to rust. This one, I am not sure how it's going to weather in a few years. It might hold up, it may not. So if you are a big fan of the brand, buy the original. Support the designer, support the design. But if you really just want to wear it for the fun and the fashion, for the moment, I guess you can steal this Amazon one if it's back in stock. So I'm going to see if I can find any more links, and I will put it in the description below. This wraps today's Splurge or Steal Paco Rabanne 1969 bag edition. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification for the next video that's coming out. So that's all for today. Thank you guys for watching. Bye!